tonight I'll be Shaquan. If I could embroider, you'd be getting a pretty nasty pillow from me. Yeah, well, Eastern philosophy is not gonna help you out of this one, little grasshopper.
I got a call from my agent saying, don't go to work Monday morning. Yeah, don't go to work Monday. Like, humana. And it was tough.
Remember the American sketch comedy television series from the 90s that kept us all laughing? In living color?
Didn't you lose on Star Search?
Then you would also remember the hilarious, over-the-top characters that had us rolling on the floor.
I guess that was just too much for him. He got hot and just burned up.
The delightful, beautiful Kim Coles. But things took a dramatic turn behind the scenes that you won't want to miss. We'll be looking into Kim Coles' sudden disappearance that has fans bewildered with no explanation. Was it creative differences, tensions with the cast, or something even spicier? There are also whispers of a covert romance between Kim Coles and the series creator, Keenen Ivory Wayans. So grab your popcorn because we're about to unpack all the backstage drama and see what really went down. Don't go anywhere. Born Kimberly LaShonda Coles on January 11, 1962, in the bustling streets of Brooklyn, New York City. She came into the world with a touch of flair. Fun fact, her dad was the first black dean of the Pratt Institute. Talk about a groundbreaking family. Now, Kim didn't always have that larger-than-life personality we adore. She was actually quite the quiet and studious type at a private Lutheran school. But hold on, once she hit high school, her hidden sense of humor burst onto the scene like a star. By the time she graduated from Brooklyn Technical High School in 1980, she was ready to shine. Who knew this shy girl would turn into the comedy queen we can't get enough of? She kicked off her career as one of the fabulous hosts on It's Showtime at the Apollo.
I love coming to the Apollo. You know why? The men here have the most original pickup lines.
Talk about a launching pad. Then she dazzled us as an original cast member on In Living Color.
Chuck, I don't want people thinking that I'm the type of woman who's only interested in the size of a man's wallet.
I mean, she was in the mix with legends on Fox. What a flex. But wait, it gets juicier. After she left In Living Color, she snagged the role of Sinclair James on Living Single.
I'm not looking for perfection. I just want someone who's kind and gentle and sensitive and loves all plants and animals.
And guess what? She didn't just bring the laughs. She also took home an NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Actress in a Comedy Series. Oh, did you catch her on Celebrity Fit Club? She jumped on a reality show train on VH1, joining a crew of celebs ready to shed some pounds. After 16 weeks, she dropped a stunning 24 pounds. With the help of her team, affectionately dubbed Ralphie's Angels, she totally crushed it, losing 10.2% of her body weight and leveling up her health game at 196 pounds. You go, girl. But that's not all. Kim's also got the stand-up comedy scene on lock. She's been candid about her ups and downs with weight, serving up laughs while keeping it real. And let's not forget her stint hosting the game show Pay It Off on BET.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pay It Off, the show where your knowledge of pop culture can get your bills paid and get you out of debt.
Even though it only lasted one season. But hey, she brought her signature sparkle to the show. Kim's always on the grind, and we love to see it. All right, let's spill the tea on In Living Color.
Him dead now, him drop dead at a job interview.
This show was a total game changer, packed with a star-studded cast like Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, the Wayans brothers, and our fabulous Kim Coles. Known for her famous catchphrase, woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Which, by the way, woo, woo, woo is more than just a sitcom catchphrase.
What is it?
It is something that my mother used to say to us when words would fail her. So if you were hurt or, oh, woo, 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 sweetie, woo, woo, woo. Or if you were about to, like, okay, I want you to just do this all, like, 15 times in a row.
That's the beat right there. Go ahead.
Now, most mothers would say, you stop doing that. This is what my mother would say. Woo, 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 what's that you're doing? Look at that, woo, woo, woo. And you were so enthralled with how she was loving on you that you didn't realize that she had taken your toy away. It was genius. And so I ad-libbed that on the show one time, and it ended up on the show forever.
But here's the kicker. Kim's time on the show was cut way too short. Can you believe she got fired after going through those strenuous auditions?
Let me say this to you. That was the hardest audition I had ever been on because Keenan wanted comedians who could also do characters.
Word.
So you had to do, I did stand-up at Caroline's.
Did you
I know
do
you know
Roots?
Caroline.
No.
I did, absolutely. I did everything.
Yeah.
I did everything I had. I had a beauty pageant bit where I did the 5 semifinalists of the Miss America pageant. And that was a way for me to do all of my characters. So I had Miss New York, I had Miss New Jersey, I had Miss Beverly Hills. And so that was a way for me to show I could do all these characters. So the way you had to audition was first you did stand up, and then the next day you may have been invited to go do improv. And so it was a 2-day audition, and then he flew people out to LA, and then you had to audition against all the other people. It was the most grueling and the most amazing audition
But you
ever.
got it.
Because I got it.
And
And
so-
I did the first season.
Like, what's the deal with that? Kim Coles got the boot from In Living Color after just 1 season, and the drama surrounding her exit is nothing short of juicy. So, what happened? Well, it all boils down to creative differences and whispers of favoritism within the cast. She felt that Keenen Ivory Wayans was more focused on making his sister Kim Wayans a star than giving her a fair shot.
Keenen gave a lot of stuff to his sister. It was that hard because his sister was there.
I will say that I get it now. I get it now. It was really hard then to see the landscape, feel that I had all this talent inside of me and all these ideas, and that they weren't always encouraged and they weren't always, didn't have a chance to see the light of day.
Picture this. Kim gets a call from her manager telling her not to bother showing up for work.
I got a call from my agent saying, don't go to work Monday morning. Yeah, don't go to work Monday. I'm like, humming. And it was tough, of course, and it was embarrassing and it was weird because it was the hottest thing ever. And I couldn't understand what I had done or not done right or wrong. And eventually we had a conversation and I understood the politics of the situation.
Ouch! Talk about an embarrassing blow, especially when the show was a massive hit. She later revealed that Keenen Ivory Wayans, the mastermind behind the show, felt she just wasn't fitting into the dynamic he envisioned. And let's talk rumors. There were whispers that Kim lacked versatility, but she fired back, insisting she never got the chance to flaunt her full range of talents on that stage.
Because unfortunately I wasn't given the opportunity to on that show. I was released. I guess it was felt that I just was unnecessary. He didn't think I could do it. I was let go.
Now, here's where things get spicy. Rumors swirled that Kim and Keenen had a romantic fling that ended badly. Kim had to deny these claims multiple times.
The uncomfortable part about it was that there was an awful rumor saying that I'd had an affair with him. And it bothered me that people didn't give me credit, that the possibility existed that I didn't have an affair. Nobody has with someone and then they fire them from a job. I wasn't and I'm not there, and that's the reality of it. So it hurt my husband very much too. He wanted to kill somebody. You know, who do you blame for starting a rumor like that?
When asked if there was any truth to it, Keenen simply said no. But can we really believe it? You know what they say about one-word answers, right? The drama thickens. In her own words, it was like being kicked to the curb without a clear reason, leaving her feeling completely unnecessary. What a wild ride. So was it just business, or was there some serious drama brewing behind the scenes? You be the judge. Despite the heartbreak of being fired, Kim later reflected on it as a blessing in disguise.
Sometimes doors have to close before them.
I believe that, and I knew that was going to happen. My mother kept telling me, girl, don't you worry, the window's going to open. A year later, a year almost to the week that I was released from the show, I signed a deal at NBC to do my own show. And what's exciting about it, it's a sitcom deal. It's a deal that is open-ended. They're accepting ideas from me. They're allowing me to meet with different writers and producers that they like, different people that I like. And together, hopefully, we'll come up with an idea that will be great. I may or may not even be the star of the show, because that's not I don't care about the star. I may just be part of a cog in a wheel, like A Different World, or like a Cheers, just one of the members of a great cast. Yeah, an ensemble piece, which would be wonderful, because I don't want to work alone. I want to work with great people that want to work with me.
And let's be real, after In Living Color, she went on to have an incredible career with roles in shows like Living Single.
Obie, I think I'm cheating on you.
Talk about turning lemons into lemonade. Did you know that the co-producer of Living Single revealed that Kim Coles was their first choice for the role of Sinclair? That means she didn't have to jump through all those audition hoops or kiss any behinds to land the part. Talk about a power move.
Living single.
That I didn't have to audition for. So talk about the contrast of like having to go through like the juggernaut of having to audition and audition again and hope that I get in a sketch and like beg to get on and go to a place. I had a deal at Warner Brothers and like, we want to do a show about women, how they feel about each other and their careers and how they feel about men. And oh, by the way, what do you think of Queen Latifah? I was like, I love her. Yes. And they were having the same kind of meetings with her. They put the two of us together. They got Yvette Lee Bowser to create the show and boom, we were off and running and the cast came together beautifully. Like the first day of work, it was like, oh, this is going to be a hit.
And let's be real, Living Single was a massive hit. It gave the Black community a fabulous glimpse into the possibilities for young, vibrant men and women.
You mind if we pick this up some other time? It's...
Oh, I understand. It's a man thing, which is different from a woman thing because that usually involves bloating.
You just couldn't help but relate to those characters. But here's where it gets really juicy. Word on the street is that Friends took a whole lot of inspiration from Living Single.
Okay, how many of that girl are you seeing?
I mean, can you say copycat?
I don't think I called them out about that. And I don't think there was an obvious shift. We didn't feel that. We were just going to work. But when we saw the show, we knew it was derivative of our show. Because it's two separate entities creating, the show, we didn't feel any less. They weren't taking anything away from us. We had issues, other kind of issues on our set. They weren't related to Friends at all. So we just saw it and we knew, oh, that's our show. Well, okay, and then we started hearing that they were getting more money and that didn't sit well. Kind of is what it is.
So
I'll say that I was aware of the disparities, but we didn't stop working. We didn't stop doing what we were doing because we knew that, listen, we were both on the same production, under the same production company. And it's clear that they were over there on the big lot, and they were getting their $1 million salaries and their $1 million production, whatever that is. But that didn't stop us from still creating awesome stuff. We were fully aware of it. And it's like, we still got to do what we got to do.
It's like they saw what was cooking and wanted a slice of that pie. Living Single eventually stopped airing after 5 seasons when there was a change in management of the TV sitcom.
You know what's interesting? They hired a new network president, and he decided that he wanted to change the tone of the network, which is something Fox did. Fox put on Black programming, and then it built up the network, and then they started to try to move away from it.
Kim Coles has also gotten involved in stand-up comedy.
It's very refreshing. I'm going to replace his electrolytes. Yes, I am.
Kim's been slaying the game. She shared that this experience taught her valuable lessons about resilience and self-worth in Hollywood.
I'll tell you what it taught me. You want to know what really taught me, honestly? That not everything is going to turn out the way you think it's going to turn out. Because I was actually released after the first year. I was released. And it was really difficult at first. And then I booked a Living Single shortly thereafter. And then everything was better, bigger, stronger. Like here's what I learned, that sketch comedy shows are very competitive.
After all, who needs that kind of negativity when you can shine elsewhere? It just goes to show that sometimes when one door closes, another one opens. Especially when you got talent like hers. Oh, if all this drama has you feeling a little tense, don't sweat it. Kim Coles is spilling the tea on a juicy apology from none other than the creator of In Living Color. Yep, you heard that right.
I got a great apology and a great explanation. He actually said to me, I had to let you go and I knew you'd be okay. So how can you be, I had to let you go. Didn't explain, I had to let you go, but I knew you'd be all right. And I'm like, okay, because I am. We're good now. Actually, I got, I've had conversations with whoever I would consider the, offending, whatever. I'm good now because I'm clear that that was an opportunity that needed to happen the way it did. That was the show that brought me out here. Mm-hmm. So how can I have anything but love for that experience? And because I left an even better experience and made even more money and the show lasted even longer. And how can I be mad?
She's given us the inside scoop on what went down. Talk about a plot twist. Through all the ups and downs, this American actress, comedian, writer, and game show host has always kept her head held high. I mean, can we get a round of applause for that? The truth is, sometimes things just don't pan out the way we hope. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. Kim Coles is now 62 years old with a net worth of approximately $3 million. and out there showing us how to embrace the journey, drama, and all. She's a queen who knows how to rise above, and we're here for her every step of the way.